There's a place on Earth so strange, so isolated, and so mysterious. It's said that time itself doesn't behave the way it should. A place where compasses spin, clocks go haywire, and people report feeling like they've stepped out of reality. We're not talking about science fiction. We're talking about a very real place, deep in the vast expanse of Siberia. It's called the Patomskiy Crater, also known as the Fire Eagle Nest. And for decades, scientists, explorers, and even soldiers have been baffled by it. Located in the Irkutsk region of Russia, the crater is roughly 40 meters tall and 160 meters wide. Its cone shape is unlike anything else found naturally on Earth. What makes it more bizarre is that it doesn't resemble an ordinary meteor impact. There's no obvious impact point, no debris field, and no known volcanic activity in the area. Locals have feared the crater for centuries. Some say animals refuse to go near it. Birds fly around it. Nothing grows on it. Indigenous Ewenki tribes have long believed it to be cursed. They refuse to approach it, saying people who go there either fall ill or never return. In 1949, the Russian geologist Vadim Kolbakov was the first scientist to study it. He called it the strangest thing he'd ever seen. He noticed that trees near the crater grew abnormally fast. Some had growth rates 60 years ahead of trees, just a few hundred meters away. That's not normal. And it's not just tree rings' electromagnetic readings taken at the site have shown unusual anomalies. Compasses spin or freeze. Electronic devices malfunction. Clocks slow down or stop working altogether. It's as if something beneath the surface is interfering with time itself. Some believe it's an ancient piece of alien technology buried beneath the Earth. Others think it could be a crashed spacecraft. One theory suggests it's the result of a controlled explosion from beneath the surface caused by an object trying to exit, not enter. In fact, the shape of the crater closely resembles what would happen if something pushed its way up from underground. Some call it the Earth's only reverse impact crater. But the mysteries don't stop there. Radiation levels near the crater are slightly higher than normal, but not high enough to be dangerous. Still, researchers have reported strange sensations: dizziness, nausea, even intense anxiety. Some say they felt like they were being watched. Others claimed they lost hours of time without explanation. Could this really be a spot on Earth where time is distorted? Or is it a psychological effect triggered by isolation and fear? In 2005, a Russian expedition tried to get to the bottom of it. They collected rock samples, ran electromagnetic tests, and even used drones. Their conclusion? They couldn't conclude anything. There was no trace of meteorite metal, no signs of volcanic activity, and no evidence of a gas explosion. Just silence, and an eerie feeling that something wasn't right. It's not the only place like this, though. In the Alaskan Triangle, pilots have reported time lapses while flying over certain points. Navigation equipment malfunctions, and some small aircraft have vanished without a trace. In the Devil's Sea near Japan, also called the Dragon's Triangle, similar stories abound. Time distortions, vanishing ships, equipment failures. And let's not forget the Bermuda Triangle, perhaps the most infamous of all. A place where time and space seem to blur, and travelers report losing hours. So what's going on? Could Earth have areas where natural or unnatural forces disrupt time as we understand it? Some physicists believe it's possible. Localized gravity anomalies or underground magnetic fields could influence our perception of time. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that time can bend. In strong gravitational fields, time actually moves slower. Could places like Patomskiy be tapping into something deeper? Something cosmic? Something ancient? There's also the theory of time slips moments, when people briefly enter another time or reality. These are reported more often than you'd think, and they often occur near places with strange magnetic or gravitational behavior. One account from a Russian geologist described losing hours near the crater. When he returned to camp, no one believed he had been gone so long until they checked their own watches. The strangest part? He had photos that didn't match the lighting of the time he said he took them. Could the crater sit on a natural portal or rift in time-space? Could there be ancient structures beneath the Earth that interfere with our reality? It's not just science fiction. Quantum physicists now talk openly about parallel universes, time loops, and dimensional gateways. Perhaps the Earth has scars or soft spots in its fabric of space-time. And maybe places like Patomskiy are one of them. Some believe ancient civilizations knew of these spots. That's why so many ancient temples and structures are built on electromagnetic lines, so-called ley lines. Could the Patomskiy Crater be more than a geological mystery? Could it be a key, a buried connection to a time beyond our own? We still don't know, because every time we try to study it, we're left with more questions than answers. And maybe that's the point. Maybe time isn't meant to behave the same way everywhere. Maybe the Earth has secrets it's still keeping, buried deep, frozen in place, just like time at Patomskiy. So if you ever find yourself in the remote wilderness of Siberia, and the trees begin to grow strangely tall, and your watch starts ticking slower, you might have stepped into the place where time stands still. Stay curious, because the truth might not just be out there, it might be out of time.